Hello everyone, hope I'm audible and visible to all of you. And the voice can be a bit low today, and pardon me for that. I was working on it. Hello everyone, hope I'm audible and visible
So
to
I,
all of you.
I,
The voice can be a bit low today, and pardon me for that.
so I can hear myself and hope you can hear me also. If you can hear me, just give me a shout out that yes, you can hear me. So I just checked the audio myself. I'm fine. There were some issues which were happening and I was working on it, and that's why the delay. Good morning, Pratik, GY, and Rishi Anandu. Am I audible? Can you people hear me clearly? Let's start today's Hindu analysis. Today is 4th, what is the date today, guys? 11th October 2025. My name is Shubham Sagar. You can connect with me on LinkedIn. I will upload this particular Hindu analysis PDF on this Telegram channel of mine, Fun Study with Shubh, by via 9:30 a.m. So yes, loud and clear I am, right. So yeah, there were some issues. Good morning, Iltush. Good morning, Harshini. Good morning, Mamta. Good morning, all of you. So let's start the discussion. Yesterday I gave you people, my voice is gone. So yesterday I gave you people these two questions. National Red List assessment is based on the standards of what? What is the answer, guys? Iltush is saying all clear. So Iltush, are you from West Bengal? When I was in NIT Agatla, I had a friend like he was my branchmate Amit Kumar Sarkar, Abhinandan Sarkar. So Sarkar is a Bengali title. So again, so what is the answer, sir? National Red List Assessment. What is it based on? Harshini has given the answer. Rishi has given the answer to both the questions. The answer is IUCN, International Union for Conservation of Nature. Very good. Which of the following is not a category in the IUCN Red List, guys?
Rishi has given the answer.
Cool, cool, cool. You people are so good. Just like a wow. Why am I? My voice is looking like I was half asleep. No, I was not asleep. I was awake. Oh my god. So yeah, let's focus. So yes, guys, what is the answer of this? So we have discussed this IUCN thing yesterday and multiple number of times. There were so many discussions which revolved around IUCN yesterday. So there's no protected species so called as a category in IUCN. You have least concern, you have vulnerable, you have critically endangered, you have extinct in the wild, you have extinct, but and you have some other categories but not protected species as stated by all of you. So C is the answer. There is no protected species in the category of IUCN Red List, Mamta. And go and revise. Yesterday, even make you see Macau, a particular Macau, which was related to Kerala article, and there I have shown you the IUCN categories, guys. So don't make mistake in this question. That is a sin. Cool. So let's move on and let's talk about today's agenda and today's article. So let's come back to the present. First article of the day. And again, if you face any issues, do let me know in the comment section.
There is no protected species in the category of
I
IUCN.
can hear myself fine. So, page 8 editorial, making sense. What is this making sense all about? So, this is Nobel Prize in Literature, which has been awarded to Hungarian author Laszlo Krasznahorkai. Now, how does he look like, this guy? First of all, let's have a look at this particular person, and then we will try to understand certain stuff which are important from exam perspective. So, this guy here is Laszlo Krasznahorkai. Horkai, my Hungarian friends pardon me for that, and he is very relevant in today's time because he write on so many things like disasters and all, apocalypse. Oh my God, that's a tongue twister. So he is known for that, and this particular editorial is talking about we are currently witnessing or going around two wars, right? During this particular period, his book has a particular meaning and a special meaning, and that's why this award has been given to him. Hungarian author Laszlo Krasna. And again, there's a very, when we are reading about Nobel Prize in Literature, we'll also read Nobel Peace Prize, and we have already solved, yeah, already solved multiple, PYQs related to Nobel Prize as well as MCQs related to Nobel Prize in the previous Hindu analysis. So Laszlo Krasznahorkai awarded 2025 Nobel Prize in Literature. And again, he writes on, he's the master of apocalypse. This is a tongue twister. I hate tongue twisters. So apocalypse means he talks about impending disasters and all. Now tell me one thing. This editorial is talking about that this Nobel Prize in Literature is coming at a time when two wars are ongoing. Which two wars they are talking about? What are these two wars all about? Any idea, anyone? Which two wars they are talking about? So again, this is Nobel Prize in Literature. You can read about him, collaboration. He like worked with Bellatar and all. I love Stephen King. These days I'm reading Stephen King. It's not like I'm reading his book called Dead Zone. He's so easy to read. Many people feel like this is not the case with this sir here. He writes like without full stop, creating long flowing sentences to each its own. So in an interview again you can read all these things. Now, two wars, guys. NPP Maria Machado, very good Pratik. Which two was he's talking about? Which two was this editorial is talking about? At that time, literature is you have done, and Pratik is talking about Nobel Peace Prize. So this madam here, Venezuela, Maria Machado, she has done the Machado part. She has won Nobel Peace Prize, and she is the opposition leader in Venezuela, which is a South American country. And where is Venezuela, guys? This is Venezuela. This is in South America, Caracas. Venezuela keeps on coming time and again in news, so keep it in mind. Important from exam perspective. So Maria Machado, opposition leader. Democracy is in threat in Venezuela. Maybe like India, people have doubts about their election commission also. But again, India's democracy is totally foolproof because Modi sir is the best. So Maria Machado, she won Nobel Peace Prize, and this is so sad. Many people, many of you, Russia, Ukraine, and Israel Palestine war. Very good Iltush, very good Pratik. So what we were discussing, I forgot. So yes, and she dedicated this prize to suffering people of Venezuela and to President Trump. This is so. We know in Hindi we call it Jale pe namak chidakna. Namak chidakna means Donald Trump. He wanted Nobel Peace Prize. And there are many people who are like, yes, he should have got Nobel Peace Prize along with Modi sir, because these people they advocate peace, like Godhra riots, killing of Hareen Pandya. So we will not go there. So, but again, so she is dedicating this particular medal to President Trump. How sarcastic it is, I don't know, but yes, keep it in mind. Again, let's focus. Let's focus, guys. Sometimes I don't know what I say. I will get killed one day. So again, so these two prizes, keep it in mind, they are important from exam perspective. Now let's have a look at this MCQ one. Article refers to two wars ongoing globally in 2025. What are these two wars? I love Modi ji. I have nothing against Modi ji because I love Rishi and Rishi loves Modi ji. So I love Modi ji and we all love Modi ji. So article refers to two wars ongoing globally in 2025. What are these two wars, guys? So Anandu, Jiva, and Iltush, all of you have given the answer. Iltush has already given the answer. I think Pratik has also given the answer earlier. Israel, Hamas, and Russia-Ukraine war. Cool, sir. We don't have to do PhD in this article. It's a factual article, and we have to deal with it accordingly. There will be other articles. So global relevance of awarding Krasna Horkai in the Nobel Prize in Literature in 2025 lies in what? Don't say that, Jivayan. We all love Modi ji. Modi ji is in our heart. There's a group photo of Modi ji, Amit Shah, Hareen Pandya, all of them. Do Google about Hareen Pandya, guys. These days I'm becoming more and more fearless. So, global relevance of awarding Krasna Horkai the Nobel Prize in Literature in 2025 lies in what? Celebrating Hungarian literature exclusively, highlighting the importance of apocalyptic and serious literature in a world of conflicts, promoting European travel literature, encouraging screenwriting for cinema. Uh, Iltush, Anandu, Harshini, Jivayan, Rishi, Mamta. Pratik, all of you have given the answer, highlighting the importance of apocalyptic and this is such a sad, story. This sad, tragic story, and we are talking about apocalypse. So Hareen Pandya, I think we may have talked about him earlier. He was a minister in Gujarat government during the time when Godhra riots were going on, and he, made certain comments against Modi ji and whatever, and then he was killed in broad daylight in the morning. This story haunts me. Whenever I read about him here, there, everywhere, it haunts me. Oh my god. Okay, let's focus, guys. So B is the answer. Uh, Nobel Prize, Peace Prize 2025 was awarded to whom? Greta Thunberg, International Red Cross, Vladimir Putin, Maria Corina Machado. Machado. Oh my god, her name is so cool.
And fast, guys, fast. So again, this is a basic question, right? We will deal with some tricky things later on. So Jivayan, Pratik, Anandu, Iltush, Mamta, Harshini, all of you have given the answer. D is the answer. Maria, Marina. What's the reason, Modi? You and Modi ji. See, Rishi, if you want to know the reasons, just Google the name I have told you. You will, okay, let's focus. But again, we all love Api, he's Api and we love him. Let's focus. Page 30, microfinance loan defaults surged in 2024-25 Sadhan data. Now, here there are so many terms which is important. What are these microfinance institutions? What is microfinancing? What are these self-regulatory bodies? Self-regulatory bodies. Rishi, how old are you? How funny it would be if Putin had won. Exactly. So yes, very good. So self-regulatory bodies. What are these self-regulatory bodies? How they are similar to the Shrenis or guilds of ancient India? Like Sadhan is an example of a self-regulatory body. Similarly, SEBI, self, Security Exchange and Regulatory, what is this? Regulatory Board of India, right? So this is dealing with securities. This is also a self-regulatory body. What are these self-regulatory bodies? So like Sadhan. Sadhan is a self-regulatory body for microfinance institution, MFI. Now, what are these microfinance institutions? As the name suggests, microfinance, loan from let's say 10,000 to 1 lakh, given to vulnerable population, poor population, unsecured loans. Unsecured loans means loans without collaterals. 22 years, sir. You're very young, Rishi. So you were born in 2000s, right? That's why you don't know things. You have to research. You will realize things as you grow up. So, but again, we can have our own opinion on different matters. So let's focus, guys. Microfinance loan. Before we talk about this whole issue, there are terms which we need to understand from exam perspective. Like the first term, self-regulatory body. We are talking about Sadhan. Sadhan. It is a self-regulatory body. So, what is a self-regulatory body? Like, it is a self-regulatory body for MFI, microfinancial institution. So, what it will do? It will set up rules how microfinance institutions, like let's say Bandhan Bank, let's say small finance bank, all these are microfinance institution, small finance bank. So they will these the Sadhan, it will set rules for these MFIs. It will set the working conditions and all these things, rules, standard, codes of conduct. They are recognized by RBI, but apart from that they have their own autonomy, so to say. Please understand these words, guys, they are important. Security and Exchange Board of India, very good, Iltush. Thank you for rectifying me. So, self-regulatory body, autonomous, operates independently. Sadhan, SEBI, and there are other examples. Industry-led, managed by members, and again understand this is a refinance agency. There are some agencies which are finance agency. Then there is something called as refinance agency. What is a finance agency? So finance agency, like commercial banks, they are finance agency. They will directly give you loan. Like these Bandhan Bank, small finance bank, they are finance agency. Then what are refinance agency, which will be financing these finance agency? So let's say NABARD. NABARD is a refinance agency. They will not directly give loan to farmers. They will finance this finance agency. Same goes with Sadhan. They will not directly help poor people. They will make rules and regulations for these microfinance institutions, which in turn will help the poor people, thereby helping us or ensuring that we achieve something known as inclusive growth, which is exclusively mentioned in your GS mains paper 3. So do remember these things. Okay, standard setting and monitor. You can see all these things, they are framing rules, and in some way they are very similar to the Shrenis and guilds of ancient India. Shrenis and guilds, on which UPSC has already asked a PYQ. Shrenis and guilds of ancient India, they used to set rules for traders, merchants and artisans. How many hours they will work, what price they will set up, and these were merchants, like associations of merchants, etc. There were many famous Shrenis or guilds like Ayavadle, MoneyGramam. Sometimes they used to invest in, like money in trades in South Asia, Southeast Asia, etc. South Asia, Southeast Asia, rather. So the basic rationale is you can think of these self-regulatory bodies as Shrenis or guilds, similar.
Sadhan, AMFI, and again, there's a self-regulatory body for charter accountants also, ICAI, if I'm not wrong. So a self-regulatory body is a watchdog formed by the industry itself. So they are framing rules for themselves. Now the other point is microfinance, which we have to understand. Exactly. Sir, I think you have told us about this refinance and finance, like giving loans to farmers, etc. Very good, Pratik. I have been seen to SEBI and RBI. Very good, Mamta. Let's focus. Microfinance means small loans, and these are unsecured loans. You know, if somebody, some woman, she wants to start some small setup, she needs 15,000 loan. For that, she does not need to give a collateral or land, paper, etc. So, providing small scale financial services such as loan savings. Now, these microfinance can be of different types. It is not only about loan. If it is loan, then it is microcredit. If a poor farmer or poor woman, she wants to deposit some small amount of money, 500,000 rupees, this is micro saving. Micro insurance, you want to protect them, you want to protect everyone, right, against risk, etc. So this is micro insurance. You want to say, let's say you are in West Asia, you want to send your money, or not only West Asia, even you are in Punjab, you want to send your money to Bihar, then also this is remittances, but basically it is used when you are outside or you are in a foreign country. So all these services are provided by microfinance institutions like Bandhan Bank and other small finance bank. Sometimes what even happen, they give you loan in pooling form. Pooling form means they will give loan to one people, two people, fine. These people, they can come together, they can form their self-help group, and together, what happens when a self-help group is formed? So the risk is now divided among 100 people. Let's say there are 100 people. So now it's not, let's say out of that 100 people, two people took the loan. So it's the responsibility of 100 people to ensure that those two people are returning the money. So that thing also happens. Pooling of loan resources also happen in microfinance. Hope you are understanding some part of it. You will understand each and everything. Just be with me. Again, these microfinance institutions are a tool to achieve inclusive growth. And what is inclusive growth? Growth of all sections of society, leaving no one behind. So do remember these terms. They are important. Inclusive growth, specifically mentioned in your GS syllabus. Institutions, SHGs are involved, NGO, cooperatives. So what is the example of microfinance? As we have discussed, a woman in a rural village takes 15,000 micro loan from a microfinance institution to buy a sewing machine, and that's microfinance. So a very powerful tool to achieve inclusive growth. But the point is, even though it's 15,000, even though it's 10,000, even though it's 5,000, you have to pay it back. And that's where this article comes into picture. And that's what you have to understand what this article is talking about. It is talking about defaults. Even these small, and there's a term here, delinquency. There is the rate of delinquency, loan defaults have increased sharply in 24-25. So, and that is a problem here. And then there are some terms which you have to understand: standing loan, outstanding loan. So again, economic article or economy article, there are, economy is so interesting. There are so many things which you have to understand. Can anybody tell me what is the basic difference between standing loan and outstanding loan, guys? చెప్పండి చెప్పు తెలుసు లేదు కాదు. Why did we go political today? In the morning only. It is so not correct. I love Modi ji. Modi ji is the best. Oh, Rishi, I'm with you. Standing loan, outstanding loan. What is the basic difference between them, guys? Tell me if you know it. I will tell you otherwise. So, microfinance loan, you see this. Overdue loans, 30 days. Everything is increasing. Overdue loans, more than 90 days, then it becomes non-performing asset. So, let's say you have taken a loan. You were supposed to pay it on 30th October. You did not pay it by 30th November, it will be here. If you did not pay it, add 3 more months to it by 30th January, or let's say on 12th February, even then you have not paid of the next year, then it is a NPA, non-performing asset. So everything is increasing. That shows distress. That shows not everything is hunky-dory in our industry and something is going bad somewhere. And Modi ji has to do something about it because he is our survey sarva. That means okay, so delinquency level have risen. Now delinquency is a fancy word for loan default. Keep it in mind, guys. Outstanding loan, balance amount to be paid. Okay, so what is standing loan? Standing loan is, you were supposed to pay the loan, but you have not paid it yet. But the time frame, you have not, crossed the time frame. Not crossed. Not crossed means there is a time frame. You were supposed to pay the loan in 90 days. You did not pay the loan in, but only 30 days have passed. You have not paid the loan. This is standing loan. Outstanding loan means you were supposed to pay the loan in 90 days, but now it is 100 and
10th day and you have still not paid the loan. So now this is outstanding loan. So here there is a concept of debt trap. Which country encounters, UPSC has asked a PYQ on it. So debt trap is when a country is taking loan to pay their other loans. So that is a case of debt trap. Again, we are not going to just remember standing loan and outstanding loan. Guys, are you understanding what is the basic difference between standing and outstanding loan? In both the cases, you have not paid, but in the case of standing loan, you have not crossed the time period. In the case of outstanding loan, you have crossed the time period. Am I making sense? Are you people understanding these? These are tricky articles. You have to, the terms are more important than these facts and figures. So hope I'm making some sense. Hope you are understanding what this article is talking about. Very good. Cool, 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 cool. So again, state-wise data. Bihar, again, 57,000 crore worth of microfinance loan outstanding. Outstanding, not standing, outstanding. Time has passed. Rural and urban borrowers. Rural borrowers, because obviously these microfinance, the small loans, who will take it? People, farmers. So rural borrowers shows the highest default rates, as you can see here. So microfinance sector is witnessing a significant rise in repayment stress, and this is not good for our rural economy, so to say, and something has to be done about, and hopefully our government will take care of that. So we have talked about all these terms, microfinance institutions, how they will help us achieve inclusive growth. Let's have a look at this particular mains question. Examine the role of microfinance institution and self-regulatory bodies like Sadhan in promoting inclusive growth in India. So let me show you something and then we'll talk about this article or this particular mains question. So this is the website of Sadhan. Sadhan Fostering Inclusive Impact Finance. 10 years as SRO, self-regulatory body for MFI, microfinance institution. Important guys, most of the people, they may not have even heard this particular word, Sadhan. Okay, let's come back now. So yes, sir, examine the role of microfinance institution and self-regulatory bodies like Sadhan in promoting inclusive growth. So what will happen? Again, like other questions, you will write the intro, body and conclusion, right? So in intro part, you can define anything. See, understand one thing here, there is a leeway. In intro part, it's not like there is a hard and fast rule. That is the beauty of mains answers, that there is no hard and fast rule. And then the other not so good thing about it, it's all subjective. You may feel like you have written an awesome answer, but the checker may not think so. So in intro here, you can define anything. What is microfinance? What is microfinance institution? What are self-regulatory bodies? Or the best thing is what is inclusive growth. You can also talk about what is basically inclusive growth. So anything can be intro here. So inclusive growth, growth of all sections of society, leaving no one behind. And then you can even talk about different types of inclusive growth, political inclusion, economic inclusion. But this question is not about that. So again, this is a classic example of you are writing what you know rather than what is being asked. So this, all these things, political, economic and social inclusion thing, you will write in another answer which is related exclusively with inclusive growth. But yes, inclusive growth important. Political inclusion is what, like women reservation bill, we are increasing women's representation in Lok Sabha, etc. So that is so political inclusion. Economic inclusion, equal pay for equal work. And again, this is also promoting microfinance institution, basically promotes economic inclusion, bringing vulnerable sections into the means formal financial strata. Social inclusion is what, when we are spending or when government is spending money on health education, that promotes social inclusion. So you can divide it like this. But again, this question is not about that. This question is about role of microfinance institution, and then you can talk about how they help in microcredit, micro insurance and all those factors, remittances, etc. So that is what this answer is all about. Role of MFIs, microcredit, saving, micro insurance, remittance services, as we have discussed. And then role of Sadhan, this set rules for these microfinance institution, as we have discussed, like Bandhan Bank, like other, what we have discussed, other small finance bank, etc. So works with RBI, but they have their own set of rules, and that's why it is a self-regulatory body, and it plays a crucial role in promoting inclusive growth, especially the economic inclusion part. Right. So again, all these things you will talk about, have a look at this and incorporate it. And after 12 hours in the night, if time permits, write this answer again. Now let's solve some question. This is MCQ 4, guys. Consider the following statement regarding MFIs in India.
So MFIs primarily provide small loans to low income individuals who lack access to formal banking. MFIs require high value collateral for loans to rural borrowers. Many MFIs in India follow a group lending model such as self help groups. So Harshini, Mamta, Iltush, Pratik, Anandu, Rishi, Jiva, and all of you have given the answer. They don't require collateral. That is the basic beauty. We have discussed this. These are unsecured loans generally. So second is wrong. If you eliminate second, you are getting the answer. That is C1 and 3 only. Very good, yeah. Harshini, Mamta, Iltush, Pratik, Anandu, Rishi, and Jivayan. Then PYQ 5, asked by UPSC in 2012. We have talked about how these MFIs and self-regulatory bodies etc. will remind you of the guilds of ancient India. So try to solve this question based on what we have just discussed. And don't worry if you're getting this question wrong. It's totally fine. With reference to guild shrenis of ancient India that played a very important role in country's economy, which of the following statements is or are correct? Oh my god, Iltush, you're so intelligent here. So I asked you a question. You did not answer me. Are you from West Bengal, Iltush? Which particular place in West Bengal? Or you are a Bengali but you're living somewhere else? Like I was in Hyderabad. I was working in an institution there. And I realized there were so many Bengali people there. Ami tumake balobashi, balobashi. So with reference to guilds of ancient India that played an important role, we have discussed they are associations of merchants, traders, artisans, and democratic institution investing everywhere, like here, there, and everywhere, and they were setting rules for themselves. So second is a normal statement. They had judicial powers. That is also correct. But not every guild was registered. Otherwise, this will not remain democratic. This will become autocratic. In fact, I have made even a short on it yesterday. So sometimes when king found investment in guild profitable, they used to invest, but not always. It's all based upon the discretion of the king. So first is wrong. And the answer is C, 2 and 3 only, as stated by Iltush, Pratik, Rishi, Mamta, Anandu, Harshini, Jivayan. Very good. C is the answer. C is the answer, Rishi. So, Rishi, you're saying C, you're saying A. What are you saying? In the context of microfinance in India, delinquency refers to what? What is delinquency? Lending without collateral, loans that are overdue for repayment, providing loans to women borrowers, group lending through SHGs. How many languages do you know? I know Hindi, I know English. That's it. End of story. Rest all I know slowly, little bit. So Bengali, আমি তোমাকে ভালোবাসি, চাটা ভালো. Oh my God. And in Telugu, నేను నిన్ను ప్రేమిస్తున్నాను. చెప్పండి, చెప్పు తెలుసు లేదు కాదు. And in Tamil, కాదులే కాదులే. So కాదులే కాదులే, there is a song, there is a movie called 96 of Vijay Sethupathi. I love Vijay Sethupathi. Trisha. Do watch this movie, guys. 96. Okay, let's focus. So, loans that are overdue for repayment, that is delinquency. What are you people writing? Are you people high or what? So, Mamta Pratik has given the answer. Everybody is giving their own answer here. Guys, okay, but it's fine. This is a tricky article. This is an article which involves a lot of terms. So, what we have just discussed is it's like Ramayana ended, and you people are asking who is Sita? Sita. So rate of delinquency, see here, loan defaults. And I told you this thing specifically. Delinquency is a fancy word for loan default. Cheppandis, you people. I use Cheppandis here, there, and everywhere. Telugu people will kill me one day. I love Telugu. I love Allu Arjun. I love Arya. Nuvunteni the mega satyam. So where were we, guys? What was the question? MCQ 6. So these are P is the answer. Loans that are overdue for repayment. Rishi, decide your answer. Yes. Rishi C, Rishi B. Okay. So B is the answer, guys. Let's move on. Like, share, and subscribe, guys. Spread the word. We'll talk about this later on. Hydropower project on Chenab get clearance. What is this hydropower project? Sawal Kote. My, Jammu friends, don't kill me for it. So you see this Sawal Kote hydel project. So this is Chenab River. This is the point where you have this Sawal Kote project. Sawal Kote. Now, this is on Chenab River, Indus Water Treaty. brokered in 1960, brokered by World Bank between India and Pakistan. Pakistan side Ayub Khan, India side Jawaharlal Nehru. So Chenab River has to be used by Pakistan. So how come we are making this Sawal Kutte Hydel project on Chenab? This story is incomplete, guys. That Chenab has to be used by Pakistan. The rationale is Satluj, Vyas, and Ravi, these three tributaries of Indus, we have rights over it. All exclusive rights lies with India. But it's not like Chenab, Jhelum, and Indus rather, all rights are with Pakistan. We can use it for, see this, run of the river power plants. So this particular Sawal Kote is run of the river project. Earlier we were not using it, and that's why many people were angry within India, that why are we not using it when this Indus water treaty brokered by World Bank is saying that we can use it for certain purpose, Chenab, Jhelum, and Indus, run of the river power plants, etc. So why we were not using it? We were not utilizing the water. Now we are doing it. We are utilizing the water as stated in IWT. In any way, the IWT does not matter because we have suspended it. But so we are using it. Now let's see how this whole thing developed. Now this is a run of the river project. So yeah, in this river tributary, exactly, Pratik. So what is a run of the river project? How they're different from basically big mega dams. So what happens? This Sawal Kote is a run of the river project. So in run of the river project, you don't divert. Generally, when you make big mega dams, what happens? You divert. This is the word here. You divert the flow of the river. You majorly change the flow of the river. You store a lot of water. But when you are making this run of the river project, you are not changing the course of the river much, and you're not storing water much. It will, you are not impacting the flow of river much. It will have lesser environmental impact, and that's why on some rivers, run of the river project is allowed. So this is one run of the river project. It will not impact water flow in Pakistan much, but we have to wait and see how Pakistan responds to this whole particular claim and scenario rather. So hope you understood some part of it. So now let's come back and let's read this particular project. So hydropower project on Chenab gets clearance. You can understand why India is doing this. Maybe we want to, because Pakistan is doing something on, we have talked about that creek which was there on the Gujarat coast, or along the Sar Creek. What was the name of that particular creek? Sar Creek, it was, right? Estuary. So they are doing something around the Sar Creek, and we are doing something around the Sawal Kote hydroelectric project. Maybe this will increase the friction between India and Pakistan, but we are well within the rights to do this run, or implement this run of the river project. It is not a major storage dam. It will not majorly impact the flow of Chenab River. You have to understand these things. So again, we have given some fresh environmental clearance, a go ahead, and according to people, according to experts, this particular Sawal Kote Hydel project will be the biggest run of the river project in India. So we are going full throttle now. Officials describe it as the largest run of the river project in India. And let's wait and watch how Pakistan reacts to it. You can read all the other things. Earlier it was under JKPDC, Jammu and Kashmir Power Development Corporation. It was transferred. I'm not reading this thing. I'm here to tell you that now India is taking their pie. India is taking their pie. What is our right? We are doing it, and we are taking it. Sometimes we become too lenient. In this scenario, we are not. The project holds strategic importance, especially after the suspension of IWT. Now, this is a tricky part, guys. Why this suspension is a tricky part? Because the provision of IWT says that no one country can unilaterally abrogate it. When you will read the provision of IWT, Indus Water Treaty, you will realize that both countries have to come together if they want to abrogate it. But then none of the treaties say that Pakistan can do terrorism in Jammu and Kashmir, do they? So if they can do some stuff here, we can also do some stuff there, here and there. So that's what we are doing. Whether it is totally legal, allowed under IWT provision, the suspension, the answer is no, it is not allowed. But will World Bank or can anybody do anything about it? The answer is no. World cannot do anything about it because India is too powerful. We are not a small country like Ukraine, that Russia will capture our parts and all. So, or we are not Palestine. So nothing major, nothing is going to happen to us, and we are well within our rights because Pakistan is also playing dirty. We are not playing dirty. We are playing well within the rules. Let's solve this particular question. MCQ 7 based on previous article.
So consider the following statement regarding sadhan. Use option elimination here. This is a tricky question. Option elimination. This is a tough question. So don't worry. If it's tough for you, it's tough for everyone. So Prateek, Anandu, Mamta, Harshini, all of you have given the answer. You have given, and the answer is varying. What we have just discussed, Sadhan is like a refinance organization. You know, not, but hope you understood. Refinance means they will finance those organizations. Refinance will finance the finance organization. They will not directly provide micro loans. Sadhan is just a self-regulatory body. It will regulate MFIs, microfinance institutions like Bandhan Bank, like small finance bank, and these Bandhan Bank, small finance bank, they are providing micro loans to rural borrowers. Sadhan is just a self regulatory body, SRB. So they are framing rules for these microfinance institutions. They are framing rules for micro loans, micro insurance, and all these things. You know, microcredit. They are not directly providing loan, guys, and that's why we have talked about that refinance concept. Hope you are understanding. So second statement is wrong. If you eliminate second, you are getting the answer A, 1 and 3 only. This is a important article, the Sadhan one, the microfinance one, because generally you don't read about those, you know, articles. Let's have a look at this MCQ 8. Sawal Koti project is categorized as a run of the river project. Which of the following are characteristics of such projects? Cool, cool. So Pratik, Anandu, Mamta, Harshini, Jivayan, and Mamta again answered it. Use option elimination. UPSC give you these 4-5 statements these days. So use option elimination and read all statements. Use option elimination, read all statements. So Anandu has given the answer for 8th one. Harshini has given the answer. We know this is a run of the river project. Run of the river project does not require complete diversion, man. If it requires complete diversion, it will become a mega dam. Right? So that is the basic definition of run of the river project. They are not diverting the flow of the river much, you know. They are not storing river water much. So that's how they are different from other dams. The environmental impact is lesser. So third is wrong. Third is an extreme statement. Eliminate it. You will get the answer A, 1, 2, and 4. As stated first by Anandu, then Harshini, then Rishi, then Mamta, then Prateek, then Jivayan. Really good. MCQ 9. Which of the following rivers are allocated primarily to Pakistan under Indus Water Treaty? Chenab, Ravi, Jhelum, Satluj. Oh my god. So Anandu has given the answer, then Harshini. We know Ravi, Satluj primarily given to India. So Chenab and Jhelum, A and 1 and 3. If you go back again, what we have read in Indus Water Treaty, Satluj, Vyas, and Ravi, eastern rivers, majorly given to India. What majorly? We have all exclusive rights. And Chenab, Jhelum, and Indus, majorly given to Pakistan. And there, we can do certain stuff which we are doing. So the answer here is A, 1 and 3 only, as stated by Anandu, then Harshini, then Jiva and Rishi, Iltush, Mamta, and Prateek. Very good. Page number 10. This, Kunbi protest was going on, like this news was there every second day. From last 15-20 days, I was seeing this thing every second day, man. Kunbi protest, and I was like, it's not developing that much. So we will cover it someday. Now we have that someday is today. What is this Kunbi protest? Anybody has any idea? I think Prateek is a Marathi guy. Prateek, are you a Marathi guy? So you may be knowing about this whole thing. Let me give you a summary of this whole thing so that you can understand what is going on in Maharashtra. So in Maharashtra, there is an agrarian community, primarily agrarian community, which is known, who are known as Kunbis. So these Kunbis, they have OBC certificate. They have OBC, or they are under OBC, and they get reservation, that 27% reservation of OBC, which is applicable in Maharashtra. They get that reservation. So agrarian communities, Kunbis, they have OBC certificate, and they are under OBC. Again, now Maratha, what has happened on September 2, Maharashtra government, they passed a resolution, GR,
via which they are allowing some Marathas to get this Kunbi certificate. Some Marathas will get Kunbi certificate. So when they will become Kunbi, obviously they will get OBC reservation. So now many people are not happy. Now the point here is, what is the difference between Marathas and Kunbis? So Marathas are the warrior class. So these Maratha community, they are the warrior or the ruling class. They are not the agrarian class as the Kunbis are. And that's why Kunbis and other people, they are protesting that you cannot keep some Marathas under own Kunbis. They are the warrior and the ruling class. They are the upper class and they are not OBC at all. And if you are giving some Marathas Kunbi certificate, thereby giving them the pie of OBC reservation, increase OBC reservation in Maharashtra to 42% as it is in Telangana. I think in Telangana, you have 42% reservation for OBC. So this is the whole issue, guys. Hope you understood the basic. Damn these Maharashtra news. Yes, sir, I am. Cool. So this news has been going on and on and on and on. And if some news is coming every second day, that means it is important. What they can ask you in UPSC, they can ask you, Kunbi, who are the agrarian community of which state majorly? So that is Maharashtra. So now let's read about what this article is all about and then the summary part. So thousands of OBC other backward classes protesters held a rally in Nagpur. And why they are opposing? They are opposing Maharashtra's September 2 government resolution, which allows Maratha community members to obtain Kunbi and thereby obtaining OBC reservation. The Kunbis are an agrarian community recognized as OBC, giving them reservation benefits. Maharashtra currently has 27% reservation for OBCs. So now OBC leaders are saying that this is unfair. Marathas are not farmers, they are ruling class, they are warrior class, and it will undermine their share in OBCs. And again, you can see all the things, political connotations. Some Congress leaders saying that increase OBC quota to 42% as it is in Telangana. So Marathas had the Sage Soire concept. And what is this Sage Soire concept, if I'm pronouncing it correctly, Pratik? Criticism. Again, you can see they have criticizing Maratha quota, again accusing him of creating division. And again, this is a political issue, this is a social issue, this has so many connotations. So what is the summary, guys? Kunbis are OBCs, agrarian community. Marathas are not traditionally OBCs. This government resolution allows some Marathas to claim Kunbi certificate, thereby accessing OBC quota. OBC protest, fear loss of reservation share. Obviously Kunbis will not get, maybe now lesser Kunbis will be getting benefit of that OBC reservation. So again, things are going on, talks are going on. Hope you understood the basic gist of this particular Kunbi debate. Now let's have a look at this assertion reason. Chepandis, Chepu, Telsu, Ledukadu. Kunbi community is already recognized as OBC in Maharashtra. The Marathas are a dominant caste with historical warrior status. Sarjas Soire. Relatives by birth or marriage from same family tree. Very good. Pratik is such a good boy. Who's a good boy? Pratik is a good boy. So what is the answer, guys? Oh my god. Pratik is following my logic, which I gave someday. I told you people that, if assertion and reason are correct, and if you feel like in any which way reason is explaining assertion, go for A. More often than not, UPSC has A as the answer for these assertion reason. But how is reason defining or explaining A here? Could be community recognized OBC, correct? So this is correct. If this is correct, eliminate option. D is gone. Marathas are a dominant caste with historical warrior status. That is also correct. That's what we have discussed. So R is also correct. This is also gone. So now we are left with A and B, 50% probability. But in which way reason is explaining Kunbis here? There is no relation. These two are both independent statements, right? Reason is like, is it explaining why Kunbis are OBC and all these things? No, they're just giving you two separate statements. Both are independent statement with no linkage at all. So here the answer will be B. We have done so many assertion reason with A as the answer, so I had to change something and that's why I changed it. So the answer is B, guys. Hope you're understanding why the answer is B. There is no relation between these two statements. Reason is not explaining A. Kunbi, Marathas are warriors. That does not explain why Kunbis are OBC. Hope you're understanding. So Pratik tried it, Iltosh, Anandu, Mamta, Rishi, Harshini, Jiva, and everybody tried it. I was knowing you people were going with A, so yeah, that's why I changed it. MCQ 11. September 2 government resolution GR in Maharashtra allowed what? Mamta, where are you from, Mamta? Are you from UP or are you from Maharashtra? UP or MH? So Harshini has given the answer, Anandu has given the answer, Prateek has given the answer, Rishi has given the answer. So it is allowing Marathas to obtain Kunbi caste certificate, thereby getting the benefits of OBC reservation. Oh my god. So the answer is C. So many people tried it. Mamta, Harshini, Anandu, Rishi, Prateek, Jiva, and Mamta. Very good. So, okay. So Mamta is. Have you heard about this Kunbi thing earlier, Mamta? Page number 8. Editorial Crime Patterns. NCRB, National Crime Records Bureau, autonomous agency in the Ministry of Home Affairs. This is in news. Like we are talking about NCRB a lot from last 6-7 days, I guess. They are coming again and again. So this article is talking about cyber crimes, crime against tribals, and they are saying that NCRB has released their data late, and this is not good. You know, this has been the trend with our government. We love our government. Modi sir is in our heart, but this government is famous for publishing late data. You know, NCRB census, 2021 census. It's like, you know what I have realized. This government is all about going the other way. You know, everybody is going this way, so we'll go another way. You know, GST, when Modi was CM, Chief Minister, he was like, GST is the biggest, impending doom on India, etc. And then when he became PM, GST is so good, GST is so this and that, GST Utsav. So again, sometimes you have to follow the norm. It's not always good to be an exception. Let's not go there. So what this NCRB data is talking about, we have to focus on. No sir, no such news. Very good, Mamta. So National Crime Records Bureau, their report has been released, and we are continuously reading their data on farms or sites that we have discussed in previous Hindu analysis. We have read their data on, I think, road accident, etc. as well. So now we are reading their data on cybercrime, etc. So data comparison is unreliable. We have discussed why. Because Bihar has zero farmer suicide. I'm from Bihar, guys. So we have seen there is like these reporting thing, registration thing, these varies. But at least we can find a trend, even though we know this is stupid that Bihar has zero farmer suicide and all the farmers are there in Maharashtra only, and they who are committing suicide. That is not true, but still we will know some trends. So administrative concerns, and this is wrong. Government, you know, we love Modi ji, we love Rishi, and that's why we have to love Modi ji as well, and we love Modi ji. But this is a wrong trend, you know, worrying trend of postponed surveys and reports. You're postponing census, you're doing this and that, bringing demonetization without thinking it through. Black money is still there in our country, or have we eliminated black money in our country? Bringing one scheme after the other, none of them are implemented properly. Not good, not good. Always following the exception is not good, guys. Some, you know, I will tell you the other example of exception. So I keep on telling you, there's a student of mine who's from Miranda House, who's one of the earlier men. Like, okay, so she told me she's so intelligent. I saw her mark sheet. I have a resume: 10th 95%, 12th 97%. Then from Miranda House, which is one of the, you know, best colleges in our country, she did her graduation. So her family hyped her up. Why? What is the relation with this data? I will tell you. Hyped her, and she was like, I will crack UPSC in the first attempt. She's still 23, 24, very young. And then she did not, and she sent me her mark sheet, pre-mark sheet, etc. So this is what, and then why she was not able to clear it? Other reasons can be there. The reason is she is doing everything which is exception. She's not solving mocks, enough mocks. You know, she's reading, let's say somebody is saying read Lakshmikant, she's reading DD Basu. So don't do that, guys. This is what stops you from achieving aim, and maybe this is what's stopping our government from achieving aim. Always following the exception rather than following the rules. So what is what is this behavior, Rishi? Oh my god. Hey, let's focus. So key crime statistics. Murder cases decreased by 2.8% across India. Most murders are, you will see these things. So this is good. This is actually good. But crime against STs have increased. Cyber crime has increased. And these things we have to take care of. And this is what, here NCRB will help us. Crime against STs. Major reason, Manipur. Kuki Miti conflict, because of which we can understand why crimes have increased. Madhya Pradesh and Rajasthan, many, like Madhya Pradesh has maximum number of scheduled tribes, if I'm not wrong. Do check that data. So obviously the crime rate and the numbers will be high in Madhya Pradesh and Rajasthan. The states with higher population, higher ST population as well, cyber crime. Now here there is a term, risk, you know, major categories of cyber crime: financial fraud and sexual exploitation. How sexual exploitation will happen through cyber crime? This how thing you should keep on asking, you know, how sexual exploitation will happen through cyber crime. It doesn't make any sense. It makes sense. So generally what happens, you go on Tinder, you go on Bumble, you meet somebody, you share intimate chats, you start saying stupid stuff. These days people have started doing that on LinkedIn also.
LinkedIn has become the new god knows what. I don't know how people have so much time. So then that particular person is not a girl. Maybe she turns out to be a guy, and she will start, exploiting you. That, I will expose this, messages and all. Or maybe she sent you, maybe you sent him or her some images of yours. Don't do that. That can lead to sexual exploitation. Maybe they will say that we will expose this, or we will put it on the public domain. If you don't want me to do it, we will, involve in sexual activities, etc. This leads to sexual exploitation. So that's how cybercrime and sexual exploitation are linked, guys. And be very wary. Don't just go to Tinder and Bumble. This is not the time. Control your hormones. This is the time when you have to control your hormones. Okay, let's focus. So crime against children has increased, and this is where POXO comes into picture. Protection of Children from Sexual Offences Act, passed in 2012. And this is not a new thing, guys. I know personally people who were violated as a child. So, and generally in most of the cases, this is your relative, your mama, your this and that, I don't know what. But yes, the offender is generally known to the victim. So be very wary. If you have a child, take care of them. Don't believe anybody. You cannot believe anybody. So that is what is being, or in a way substantiated by this particular report. Crime against women has also risen, and again, you can read all these things. The basic premise is NCRB data released late. NCRB data is talking about, one good thing is murder crimes have decreased. Rest all is same. They have increased or witnessed an increase in the numbers, and we have to take care of that. Let's focus now. MCQ 12. Government doesn't answer, so I thought you may know. I want to. Hey! You people will start fighting here. I want. Hey, please don't. Rishi is we. This is just a joke, guys. Please don't make it so. Rishi should not feel. Rishi is one of the cutest kid ever, and there's no bhakt, not a bhakt. This is not a thing. We can, like, in some things I like Modi ji. In some other things I may not like his policies, etc. It's totally our discretion, guys. So again, let's not do this. She's okay. So which one of the following acts protects children from sexual offences? POXO Act 2012. Harshini, Iltush, Anandu, Jivayan, Mamta, Rishi, all of you have given the answer. MCQ 13. Which of the following is the main objective of microfinance sector in India? Hey, let's stop that discussion. No more discussion on that. What is the main objective of finance sector? So people think about this particular question. We will have a discussion on it on Monday. MCQ 13 is a homework, as well as MCQ 14. Maria Corina Machado is known for what? Have a look at this. So MCQ 13 and 14, these are homework for you. We'll discuss it on Monday at 8 a.m. Like, share, and subscribe, guys. Spread the word. This is my Telegram channel. I will share this particular PDF by 9:30 a.m. on this Telegram channel. Join it, and you can post your score. Today we did the maximum number of questions. You can also join the success programs of mine, mentorship program, history through NCRT series if you feel like your history is weak. If you have done your basic history, you can get this mains complete material. If you have any doubts, you want to study any particular topic from me, you can you can tell me, and we can schedule a doubt session on this. If you want annotated into analysis PDF, mains answer, this is important. Mains answer evaluation. Now I will stress on this. Up until January, you don't have much time. What is the month right now? October, na? So focus on this. Right answers, doesn't matter. I am the evaluator or somebody else. This, you have to focus on this. After January, you will not get time, guys. And the more answers you will write, the more chances are you have for getting a good rank. Focus on this. Okay, guys. Don't compare yourself with anybody. You are your own competition. Donate if you feel like I am helping you in any way. That's it from me. So thank you, everyone. Thank you, Harshini, Mamta, Anandu, Jiva, and Rishi. I will see you people on Monday at 8 a.m.